Everyone to the CELPIP Speaking Part 3 Describing a Scene Analysis. Now I'm just here in the CELPIP library in the Speaking Part 3 section. And before we get started, I do want to remind you that Part 3 Speaking focuses more on CLB 4, 5, and 6. What does that mean? Well, that means that if you need to get CLB 4, 5, or 6, then you need to do well in this part. This part will really test your knowledge for level 4, 5, and 6. And more so than parts 1, 6, or 7. Those parts are for higher levels. And that's because part 3, describing a scene, all you have to do is identify the picture. It'll be a common picture and provide some basic sentences. So for levels 4, 5, and 6, that shouldn't be so difficult, okay? Now, if you need to get CLB 7 or higher, then this part will be very simple for you to answer because you will have lots of knowledge, but also you need to develop stronger answers, okay? And also, for higher levels, this part is not as important as part 1, 6, or 7, which are more complex, okay? Also, I want to remind you about this tips and strategies video. This video will give you more information about how to read the question, what to focus on, and some of the tips and strategies that I will be following in this analysis. Okay? So then, let's look at today's volume sample. Volume 1, a hospital. And this will be a CLB 5-6 sample, okay? So here we are, part 3, describing a scene. Preparation time 30 seconds, speaking time 1 minute. Okay, looks very interesting. All right, everyone, let's get started. So for the CLB 5-6 sample, I just want to remind you that we need to make sure we answer the question clearly and directly. And that will mean speaking about what the people are doing. That's the most important part. And of course, we're going to try to give some organization, the front, the middle, the back, on the right, on the left, okay? That's how we organize. Just general basic ideas, there's not a problem. We're going to be using present continuous a lot. It's very important for this level. And of course, trying to give some fluency and clarity. Okay, so let's start by answering where this picture is taking place and what kind of people we see. Okay, this picture is taking place at a hospital. Okay, there are many people doing different activities at the moment. Okay, so general sentence. That is a general sentence where it's taking place and many people. So there are many people doing. Now, if you're a higher level, you would say there are some doctors, nurses, patients. That's higher level. For general, for 5, 6, we can just say people. Okay? Everyone, I want to remind you that I will be using color coordination, blue for structure and organization, and red for grammar, main grammar form, and black, everything else, okay? So these sentences are in blue because there's structure. Okay. So let's get now to the front. We want to organize. So we're going to get to the front of the picture. So in the front, on the left, one man is asking the doctor a question, and the doctor is giving him information. That seems correct. Okay, or we can say one man and the doctor are talking about the day schedule, something like that. So in the front, okay, the man is asking a question, the doctor is giving information. And again, you see here, that is present continuous, is asking, is giving. That's what we want to do, okay? And that's it for here. Now we're going to go to the center of the picture, the center. Okay, what's happening there? So in the center on the right, we can see a nursing assistant dropping off some bed linen to the room. So the nursing assistant dropping off some bed linen. Well, maybe on the bed, but maybe he's going to the room here. Okay. Okay. So he's dropping off some bed linen. Okay, that's good. Again, here we used we can see. So then dropping off. Okay. Behind him, next sentence, there's a young man sitting on a wheelchair. So behind him, a young man sitting on a wheelchair. Okay, good. And a nurse helping an elderly woman. And a nurse helping an elderly woman. On the left, we can see a physician or doctor examining an x-ray. Okay. On the left, doctor examining an x-ray. Very good. So very good. Again, everyone, very important. We're describing what the people are doing. Okay. We can use we can see. We used it here. We can see. And over here we said there is. There is. Okay. 3 ways to describe. Here we said one man is asking. The doctor is giving. Here we said we can see a nursing assistant. And here we said there is a young man. All 3 ways to describe people. Very good. And also again, on the right, behind him, on the left. So very good organization. We want to do that, okay? So now we should just get to the back over here at the back. What's happening in the back? In the back, we can see a worker dropping off some of the flowers to the patients. Very good. Very good. So everyone, very well organized answer. Very well organized. That's what we meant to say. We answered clearly what the people are doing. We organized very well. Okay. We organized very well. And that's why this answer is 6 plus. It's also 6 plus because we gave really good ideas, okay? And we used present continuous. That's very important, okay? And we described everything. That's what level 6 should do. Describe everything. The people at least, okay? All right. So, very good. Now, it's also 6 plus because we used present continuous and we didn't make simple grammar mistakes. Level 5, they speak less and they make simple grammar mistakes with is and are and doing. So if we don't make those, then it's higher level. Okay? All right, very good. So it's about speaking ability. So we need to speak this answer with good fluency in 1 minute. Okay? In 1 minute, we need to speak it with very good flow and intonation. For this level means slowly, clearly, and continuously. Everyone, intonation means we have good pitch and stress in the sentences. Okay? I'm going to read it in 1 minute. Follow along and focus on my pitch and stress of the sentence as I speak it. Okay? This picture is taking place at a hospital. There are many people doing different activities at the moment. In the front on the left, one man is asking the doctor a question, and the doctor is giving him information. In the center on the right, we can see a nursing assistant dropping off some bed linen to the room. Behind him, there's a young man sitting on a wheelchair and a nurse helping an elderly woman. On the left, we can see a physician examining an x-ray. In the back, we can see a worker dropping off some of the flowers to the patients. Very good. So you see, I spoke that slowly and clearly in 1 minute, okay? Which should be the flow and intonation for this level. So what can we do to practice? Well, to practice, everyone, we should try to read and understand how we organize the answer. Very important to read and understand. Read and understand how we form the ideas, how we express them using present continuous, how we express them using we can see, there is, and one man. Okay, very important to read and understand how we expressed the ideas, okay? Then it's very important to read and speak this answer in 1 minute, like we did, okay? To practice our flow and intonation. Very important to read and speak the answer, okay? And lastly, can you speak the answer in 1 minute without reading it? Can you speak it? Well, we need to practice speaking the answer in 1 minute without reading. Now, the level 6, they can do it, okay? Now, level 5, we will struggle, but we need to practice speaking it. And everyone, you need to speak it in 1 minute from your knowledge, not from memory. The more that you can do it from your knowledge, the more that you are this level, okay? So for that, everyone, I will be leaving a link in the description box to this sample answer, okay, for you to practice. Also, everyone, I want to remind you about the CELPIP library. Now, CELPIP library includes over 60 examples of speaking part 3. Okay, so it'll be a very good way for you to prepare for this section of the exam. So you should definitely subscribe to CELPIP library. And now with discount code CELPIP79, again, that is discount code CELPIP79, you can get a 3-month subscription of CELPIP library for only $10.99. Okay, that's great, and I strongly recommend it. All right, everyone, let's not forget, Practice makes perfect.